Now we're live.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sorry for the wait. It's not my
Sorry,
fault.
guys. We had technical difficulties
Hold
as
on a sec.
always.
Ew.
Yeah.
Cough, cough.
I feel like
Technical
I'm being lied about.
Roll a deception
Are
check or
you?
something. Or
Roll the
insight.
I don't have to because I know the truth.
Yeah. We certainly can't talk about it here. But
No.
We can't because
but
we
what we
don't
can't
have the
talk
time.
about. No, we don't. We got so much. Oh my god, I forgot to open that up. LOL lol. I love me. So guys, want to recap everything? I hear good old Silas took so many effing notes. It makes me so happy.
Fills you up with glee.
It truly does. Like it makes
These
my
ones are
whole day.
shorthand notes versus like I had been trying my best to work in write in paragraphs so you would have a story if you ever read back through it. I'm like, nope, here's a random note, here's a random note, here's a random note.
You're like that one person that does the
That sounds
coping
like my
mechanism.
brain all the time.
Like does the coping mechanism of, oh, I'll write it down on a sticky note and then I'll take 30 minutes to review all my sticky notes and then crumple them up and then no longer ever have an issue again in my life.
Something like
Truly.
that.
But
Something like that.
how about that recap?
Yeah,
You
tell
want me
me.
to or someone else?
No, go for it. Anyone.
Alrighty, so we got out the
Everybody.
Dan. Woo! Tasha's not on our team. Woo!
Woo!
We
Get
met
grass.
Commander Quantum, or RQ as people call him. He just had a baby. He is not
Yay.
single. It's his first day back from paternity leave. We
Which
all
apparently
decided
means
to begin
something.
with fucking with him.
He's definitely gonna die.
Oh.
Probably.
Uh,
Especially if he's a minority character.
Possibly in a phone booth. Who knows?
Yeah.
oh God, no.
We were informed we will be given compensation and a day off a week. We get health insurance and food and our belongings and full benefits.
But not our past friends and family.
Yes, we are not allowed to interact with anyone we used to know. We have school. That is like an entire page of my notes. Is like, yes, we will have school. Today is currently Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. School starts at 9 a.m. and goes until the weekend. Our free days are Saturday. Cafeteria is open 24 hours. And our diets will be monitored, but they did bother to worry about that. I have on here Connor and Lyric have the same schedule. I'm not going to read over what I have for each of us having schedules that match up. Apparently I can't talk.
Same.
You're doing your best.
We will have a random news article weekly. Talked about us being potentially interviewed and having our faces plastered all over the internet for people to see. So that's fun. We get our allowance on Saturdays. Well, and we have a chaperone. Sundays is meetings. And the first Sunday we will be sparring with the major. Training will last about a month, and then we will have missions, and we're allowed to either stay with the military or go on our happy little ways. Our first mission will be dealing with Kipper, who that is not his actual name, and is the son of Dr. Eggman.
Hell
Close
yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, close enough.
Have a little bit about bases. Have a little bit about other teams. We're in the meeting with our major Alara Omelette, who is also a Kalishar, and we ended with actually asking her name. And we're all sitting weirdly.
Yes.
Yeah. Her
That sounds about
fucking
accurate.
name.
Who.
That's what I say.
ATP and that one guy. Do you recognize her name?
Maybe just a smidge. A smidge.
I don't.
That's good.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for you.
I love that for you.
Zero, I'm assuming you also recognize the name.
Oh, of course. How could I ever fucking forget?
I don't know.
I
You
love
should
it.
ask that one guy.
Alright.
I love
Well, what?
skincare
I'm
Kai.
sorry. Somebody with that name was a literal headache for a while.
Anyhow, speaking of, so she smiles after she says her name, and she's like, "Any other questions?"
I will ask in Kalashtar, that way Lyric also understands.
Mm.
What
Okay.
is your Quora name, if I may ask? Of which
Mm.
line are you?
Mm. Well, I'm not privy to give the name. Mostly because it's very, and she just speaks this back in English. Like she ain't flavor texting it. She goes, it's a complicated, not complicated path, one could say.
Sounds complicated.
So not
No.
either of the two original branches.
I and she like kind of gets like a pained look because she doesn't want to say it too much. And she goes, my ancestry is, well, it's something I am rather in tune with, and with that side of me, but mainly it's at night when I have time to reflect and, sit in solace with everything. And it's more of a feeling to me than a direct link, as I imagine you're aware of. But I always just listen to what my own soul and heart is telling me. And I get that sense that I have my whole family with me in the room as it's just lit by all of the city of Florentine. I close my eyes and it's a very old and wise feeling. And I always get the sense that everything's purple, if that makes any sense. Or at least that's the color I see when I close my eyes. But overall, it's like a cast of light that protects me almost at times. And as she's saying this, she's like really, really like theatrical with it. And she's like walking around and she's looking and like she's just being kind of like dramatic. But overall it's very intentional. And she's like, it's a very magical feeling. No, you feel that too? Or at least that's how it was for me growing up. And I'm very fortunate to have I grew up in a space that did have a rich family background and several documents of it. But thankfully, I didn't have to worry about the darkness of my day-to-day job.
So you do not know your direct lineage, then? Is that
I
what I'm understanding?
I just went on a giant tangent that I do know my direct lineage, but I don't want to tell you
Li-
the name.
Okay.
Lyric scratches the back of his head, like one hand on his hip, one hand scratching the back of his head, looking down, and just that kind of sounds sad.
Hmm.
You said your whole family. Is your sister the only person that's alive right now?
No, I still have my parents and stuff, but they're off living over in Benedict.
Uh,
But the rest of my
Sweet.
ancestors that are no longer with me, I always feel like they're around me a lot.
Glad to hear it's more the old ones than the new ones. Or current. Which is the right
Yeah.
one here, Snyder?
Hmm?
I don't know. I think I'm confusing myself again.
Hmm. And you both are nomadic, right? So your guys' ancestry is much different.
Actually, no. Well, yes and no. I was raised in the original monastery. Lineage is quite important to me.
And I'm from I'm from a wandering monk tribe that travels around Waffler. Waffle?
Wafflor.
Waffle, yes, sorry. The natives always made fun of me for my is it right to say impediment, or is it more correct to say that I just didn't care? I don't know.
Your lisp? Sorry. Your lisp?
What the hell was that? Sanchi, what was that? Do you have something in your throat? Are you okay?
No. I'm not okay.
Wait, didn't Sanji have like a piece of the foot out underneath of her right now?
Yeah.
So Lyric notices it and goes, "What the fuck is that?"
A piece of what?
Franklin's foot that you have under. Oh, I'm sorry, pissed off Franklin's foot.
Wait, was pissed off actually in his name? That's hilarious. Also,
what
why do you
everyone
still
called
have
him.
that?
Uh,
Wait, you too?
It's
Mhm.
a keepsake.
I kind of like that. I think.
It's very odd. Thankfully, they have some like fluids and stuff, I think, in the med bay to help at least preserve it if it's something very important. Were you and pissed off Franklin close?
Yes. That's
No.
how I got this foot.
And she just like kind of like she wants to like laugh, but you could tell she's just like questioning if she should. She's like, no, I'm not that dark today. She's letting the corporate take over. And so
Today?
Would you give your
Day.
foot to someone you weren't close with?
I
I
wouldn't
mean, she
give
does
my
keep a
foot.
dead family in her dreams.
Yes, I guess. This is true.
By the way, do you know anything about odd tribes? I know you've asked, but I feel like with how much you guys watch us, it would be kind of silly to think that you don't know who we are a little bit behind the scene.
Well, I pretty much know everything that was on record for the most part, which for nomadic tribes outside of Egg is a little hard to track down. But ultimately, I think the best way to put it is I know what I was able to glean from others, whatever sources I may have had, or tactics. But overall, I know a good chunk.
Oh, I got no questions. How about you guys?
Hakeem just kind of shakes his head as he's glaring at her.
I couldn't
I was gonna
understand
say,
a word she
Silas-
said.
I'm just gonna have a suspicious look at her, and that's about it.
Well, with that all being said, if none of the other three have questions, and like Connor, Wade, and Spears are just kind of like looking around and they're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what? And like Connor like kind of wants to peep up, but he just puts his hands up like, no, I'm good. She goes, well, with that being said,
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Shit. Lyric looks back at Stocking and Silent at the same, like going back and forth with them. Then looks back at her. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry, go on.
well, I would just like to announce, because if it wasn't very clear in the schedules anyways, we do have a lot of structure here. As you can imagine, we're a military. You guys had to have a leader. And I have designated that leader, or at least had the sorta final say, is the best way to put it. I more so leaned on RQ a lot for that because I was watching other people in the fight and from what I had learned and everything. But your guys' team leader will be Stakin. So me and Stakin will have a lot more contact than most of you all. But hopefully that doesn't upset you any. If it does, well, the other person we had in mind, I don't know if it's the best fit, but if you truly persist, I could try to convince the board, but that's like a 20% chance. So, yay, and she like pulls out a little like popper and even like pops it in the room. She's just like, yay. Regardless.
Quick question: on the fear of who it might be aside from Starkeen, is number 2 Sanchi?
Let me, instead of answering, ask this. You all know as of now, Starkeen is your leader, right? Great. What qualities does Starkeen have to you that makes you think we chose him as a leader?
We have to answer this.
Are you
I don't
not
know. Could be
happy
cute.
about compliments?
Oh, this could be adorable.
He's an NPC.
What? Stop. I do not know NPC. What is that?
Please
He's,
explain, Sanchi.
Non-protective condoms.
No, it's
What?
What is an NPC, Sanchi?
non-professional character. He's
Oh.
not
Wouldn't
professional.
that be the
You don't
opposite
find-
of a leader?
Yes.
What?
Mm.
You don't think Starkeen's competent? Am I using that word right?
No, I
Is
said
that
he's
because
not
I lost
professional.
to you? Neither are you!
I mean, yeah, but that's why I should be leader too. Co-leadership. Woo.
I fear
She
for
likes-
so many of our lives if the co-leader.
No, he would not be a co-leader.
She.
Or she. My apologies. She would not be a co-leader. As
That'd be
much as
cool
I
as fuck.
believe women in power are great, just saying. But no, that's not who our second electoral was.
Oh,
for.
also I should digress that I thought Starkeen was the other guy.
Spears.
Yes.
Spears?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Is that why you did that?
Yes.
I knew you were being too awkward about it.
No, I was being awkward about it because I was trying to come up with the right acronym and I couldn't.
Once you found out Sakine was me?
No. Before that.
Damn.
Bless.
The joke
But-
fell flat, but then got way funnier.
So as you all are like arguing, Spears just kind of speaks up. He's like, calculated. And she's like, good start. Go on.
Calculated
And he's
calm
like-
can actually think about their actions beyond the current moment. That.
The biggest trait that RQ noticed and gathered from all the intel that I think was the biggest tell for us was while all of you were in prison, you all usually form bonds, right?
Sure.
Of
That's
a
why you
sort.
all are grouped together, except for you three and Spears, who was outside of it. But ultimately, what we all noticed and what was observed from my stepsister, and overall, how the group talked, how everyone ranked everybody outside of Tasha's, votes in there. Starkeen was never one to reach out. People came to him naturally. He didn't look for friends or guidance or that situation. It was just something he had. And
that's
if
just
you
'cause he
can do
doesn't
that-
like people.
No, it's not even that. It's more than that. You all gravitated to him for some reason. Whether it was curiosity, tall, looks, all of it. It's something natural he has, and not just that, he does have the background as well, which was a bonus. But based off of outside of background, because I didn't want to make these off of your lives before you went in prison, because after you go, you kind of change. So, We went off of how you guys acted mostly in the prison, and then everything else was a bonus. And no. Our second choice was Spears, though. But
Thank God.
and he just kind of like slouches back in his chair, like he doesn't want to be seen. He's just
Ears.
Lyric turns back and like gives him a thumbs up, knowing like, just a quick little mind link. I know you wouldn't want it, Mike. I know you wouldn't want it, buddy.
and the
No
only
idea if you would
thing
even accept it.
Spears didn't have was that natural raw talent of leadership. He had all the other qualifications you all mentioned. Calculated, calm, observant is another one. We wanted someone to lead this team that'd be very observant of the people around him and make sure they had the right mental space for it. Which is why we chose him. So I recommend you guys respect him as if he was me or RQ. May or may not be because your guys' lives depend on it. Sorry. But any other questions? Or are you guys free to go and roam and go to the gym, go eat in the cafeteria a bunch, go take a shower, lay on an actual bed, all the, amenities you didn't really get in jail. A private shower, might I add. You don't have to like share it with anyone.
How much?
Oh,
is
that's
our
no fun.
How much is our compensation?
We currently give out to you guys 200 gold a week.
Holy shit! Oh, Lyric like fucking stumbles over.
Does that seem
200.
fair?
I can pay off my debts with that.
Yep. That sounds. God, I need to go to prison more often.
No.
Not prison, military.
No. Though it would be great, not really great. I don't want you to go back to prison, but the other option of where we would send you, prison might be a better place. But
Wait, hold on. Why would it be great to? You just like seeing me suffer in prison, don't you?
oh, you know it. No, I don't. I want to see you thrive here and become a great upstanding citizen and, stay. But ultimately, if they don't have room in the prison, we have to send you to Team 18. So, just I don't
now I'm
think you want to
thinking
be with
sacrifice.
that monster, right? So, I digress. Any other questions?
I'll mind link with Lyric and be like, I'm surprised you haven't asked her if she's single. Seems like a sugar mama for you.
Lyric, eyes staying right on her, not trying to stone face it right now. I was going to earlier when I thought she was sending us out, but I have. I may be stupid, but I do catch on, and experience between 3 people in the room has told me I may need to change my approach.
Oh man,
Can't be
this is
platonic
what Lyric
anymore.
learns. He's like, I don't want to just say hi normally. I must say hi in a
I've got a
what is the
peacock
term?
better.
I have to
I have to
Google
get her
search
some
this better.
blue.
Yeah.
I have to
I want
get
it
some
I have to
blue.
get, I have to get her some blue and a stick.
Oh no. You definitely want more of a platonic relationship first.
Oh god.
Before going into anything. I have to double check the word.
No voice of my ancestors. That is what's already happening. I'm already in one of those.
One of those. Hang on a sec.
Actually, and then looks around. I'm in a lot of those.
Aw, Lyric learning words.
Yay.
I'd hate to find out
Yay.
that our
Somewhat wrong.
I'd hate to find out that our relationship was not platonic.
That's what Spears said.
But anyhow, at this point, she kind of stands up and, sweeps the confetti under her desk from the little popper earlier. And she goes, regardless. Any other questions?
Yeah, what-
One more time, just because I have bad.
Breath?
You've seen my file. But full name again, just to make sure I don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Sashi can tell you I'm a pretty bad with names.
My name's Ilara Omelet. Major Ilara Omelet to you all.
All right.
Is
I
Laura
be able-
fine?
I'd be able to get my citizenship finally.
I'm sorry, what was that, Sachi? One moment.
Is Laura fine?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's Major Ilara Omelet.
Ellie?
Elara.
Yeah, but is Ellie fine? What kind of nicknames can we go with?
Respect.
Major.
Okay, okay.
Is that short enough?
So you want us to
Yeah.
call you Major Elira Omelet? Two majors?
Sure. Go
Weird.
for it, Lyric. And as for citizenship, where are you working on the paper?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, so they may come and ask some like additional questions, but I think I answered everything correctly.
What's the point of a leader? What's our leader do?
Oh, your leader's going to make the final say when you guys do finally go on missions and how you guys want to handle that. Along with talk to me a little bit more one-on-one. We're going to have a few additional conversations to, make sure we're all on the same page.
Sounds
In
good.
My
short,
mind link was silent. Yes.
in short, they're going to be the eyes and ears for me and RQ when we are not there, whenever that may be.
Sounds good to me.
Nothing too scary, right?
Not for us.
Sorry.
anyway.
Stakeen, you've been awfully quiet.
He's just staring at the ground. He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
he's been really mopey ever since we brought up the idea of him being leader.
Mm,
True.
well, that's fair. You'll grow into it. There's a lot of change today. You guys are getting a lot of, while you're still confined in the building and such, you're getting a lot of freedom today. It could be overwhelming and a dark, dawning task, and you now have work, sorta, more complicated work than what you had in the prison, I imagine, but bettering yourself can be scary and hard. Just don't go mad while doing it. It's what my grandfather used to always say, at least. Don't know what his obsession with being mad was, though. Don't know.
Well, hey,
But anyhow.
When do we start classes?
Oh, Monday. 9
Okay.
a.m.
Tomorrow,
I'm so
tomorrow
excited.
at 9 a.m.
So you guys kind of got the rest of the day. It's still like midday. So,
I'm gonna go find where my classes are.
absolutely. You guys are kind of free to go. Well, RQ will at least take you guys back to your rooms, and then you can go off on your merry way from there. There's signs everywhere, arrows on the floor. They kind of help. I just have muscle memory at this point, or I just tell RQ to take me there.
Everybody loves
He
that.
doesn't. Oh. Love is a word for it. Think tolerate is much more accurate. But he's the one that lost the bet, not me. So,
what bet?
Well, I may or may not have told him because we both were competing for this job, of course, and I told him if I got it, then have every right to ask and be helpless as possible. He said if he got it, I'd have to do all of his paperwork. Well, I got the job.
And you didn't bring that
Zach-
up.
This might be my favorite boss ever.
He didn't bring that up with your upper management. Seems like it would have given him a leg up.
No,
Don't-
no, no, no. He just, it was a little friendly thing because we used to work together, on Team 10 and all of that. So,
Right, right. Alright, well,
sucked for him. Well, maybe not. He has like a family and kids and like life outside of this place. So I guess he kind of like hit the jackpot. Not my life though. I'm too busy working. But anyhow, go have fun. I have paperwork I have to do because I didn't make that bet.
anyways, I'm out of here.
I
Toodaloo,
leave.
guys. And as you like open the door, like as you all walk to the door and it starts to like automatically open, he's already standing there. And he already looks so defeated. He's like, let me take you back to your dorms and then you can go wherever you wish. If that's okay.
That's okay.
Mm.
May I hang back for just a minute? I do have a bit of a question for Mr. Laird before I go.
Go on.
But you guys can go.
He just like
And
he like looks as everyone's like standing behind him and he just like closes the automatic door and then it's just you and her in there. You don't hear them move. And she looks, she's like, yes, Lyric.
Eric turns around and at first takes like a second to like look around, trying to like not make direct eye contact, and then he finally does and says, there was an item of mine, and I was wondering if perhaps I could have it back now that I'm technically, well, free. Is free the right word? I know I feel free, but it's not exactly how you would all
Employed.
describe it. Yes.
Enlisted.
Yes, and there was one particular item of mine when I was arrested. I've not seen it, and I was wondering if I could get a hold of it.
Well, all your personal items are in your room.
All right, including the necklace.
Anything
Yes.
that was there at the prison with you has been moved to your quarters.
All right.
So I would imagine it's there.
All right,
I
that's all I
think-
needed.
And then you just see the
I
door
mean-
open. RQ's like, ready now?
You were supposed to start walking. And he just like pokes pokes Arceus nose.
He's just like, he just like glares at Ilara and she's just like waving like the little like, bye-bye. You sucks to suck. As he just closes the door. And he's like, let's go. And he starts walking you all to your quarters / like the rec room area where your guys' rooms are like kind of in that hallway as you see little octagon door openings. It's where your guys' rooms are. You each have your own little bedroom. Or hexagon, sorry. I can count. I work at a bank. I can count. So anyway. Can't do math, but I can count. So anyhow. Yep, so you all get like brought in here and like the moment Wade's foot like touches the door as he's the last one to enter, he's just like, y'all are free, closes the door, and then just walks away. You just hear him just check out. And then Wade just kind of like waits a second as he sees all of you just looking at him, and he's just like slowly presses the button to open the door and slowly walks out. And Connor just kind of follows him. And then they just kind of like run off. You just hear him like bolting down the hallway in like a hotel. Like you see the hotel hallway and you're like, oh, I gotta run this. I gotta
Goddamn.
run. And they just go. They just beeline it to somewhere. They don't know. They're just running. What do you all want to do?
Let's explore.
Silas, I'll say Silas going to the library.
Alrighty.
I'll go Silas to the library.
Okay, so we have 2 going to the library. Which is-
Hakeem is gonna go touch some grass.
Cool, cool. Silas and Sanchi.
Quite literally.
You two. The library's gonna look like the training rooms for now, because we love that. Stakeen, no. No. Stakeen's no.
All the digital
Stakeen's by
Yay.
himself, outside, on the base-ish, touching grass. Lyric, where would you like to go?
Lyric is going to go to the gym, but before he does that, he's going to run back to his quarters to check to see if his necklace is there.
It is. It is. Like, you got. Well, Lyric's the only one that went to his bedroom, but Lyric in the bedroom, you walk in and you immediately just see, like, a box, and you notice all your stuff is neatly folded, like, every other little, like, knick-knacky thing, except for, like, any electronics you guys had, or, like, phones. Those are gone. But overall, you have, like, a little bag with all of the other, like, stuff that isn't clothes, or like a folder if you had any paperwork that didn't have like other people's names and numbers on it. Of course, they did go through all that. So if you did have any of that, you notice that's gone, but overall you do see your necklace there.
Awesome. Lyric leaves it there for now, but he like tucks it under his pillow and then into the pillow sheet, into like the actual pillow sack. He's like, for later. And then he just leaves. Go straight to the gym. All he wanted to know is that it was there because he has plans for it.
That's fair.
That feels sketchy.
Yeah, really.
Was worded was bizarre, but
It's going in his butt. Okay.
Oh no,
I'm gonna make out with this later.
Wow,
I don't know, I just
necklace.
saw a weird freaking TikTok short, whatever you want to call it, where it's a vibrator on a string, and I'm like, you want to wear that? Like, ugh.
What has happened? So the library! The library!
Hey, that's us.
I can never
Yeah.
spell the word library. So
Library.
I will never get it right. Just like maintenance.
Library.
Maintenance has been the bane of my existence lately. But anyway.
You know, respect actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the amount of times I forget like 5 of the letters in that word. I'm like, maintenance. There it is. And then Google's like, I don't know what you trying to spell, dog. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm missing 2 letters. And then it adds like a whole other alphabet. Ridiculous. But anyway, I digress. So you guys are in the library / like just like storage training room kind of thing. Not really storage, but like, you know, a training room that has a bunch of books and stuff in it too. And you all walk in and you notice not a single soul is in there.
What?
It is just you two.
Nerds.
That's fine.
I haven't read the dictionary for fun. What did you expect?
I'm going to the politics and history section.
I'm going to
Ooh.
the self-help and spirituality section.
Self-help.
Well, we're basically not even in the same library then.
And can each of you roll a perception check for me?
Hold on, I got lotion on my hands. Gonna take a minute.
I perceive everything. Almost
I am
everything.
sorry.
You perceive the lotion he has on his hands.
Right.
You know
Wow, this got
somewhere
progressively worse.
Wow.
I'm under the
Also, lyric
impression
sense.
Lyric did not have to, but
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like,
I don't know
no.
why I did. I don't know why I did. My bad. It's
Right,
'cause I see workout equipment.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, no. So Silith, you notice a small like gnome, like hidden in the hallway that you're in, or the aisle that you're in with all the self-help and all of that. And
A person or a garden gnome?
you know what?
I
You know
hope not.
what? You at first think it's just a garden gnome. It ends up being a person who just is fully in gnome cosplay, beard and all, red
The way
dress,
you
tall,
said
blue,
it.
pointy hat.
The way you said it, I was not sure.
You know what? Why not? And you see him standing there. And oh, well, bless. I was trying to find a photo reference, and let me tell you, people have gotten mighty creative with gnomes nowadays.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
They're the new thing.
Yeah,
Here,
gnomes are
this guy can be the one. Yeah, he could be a token. Why not? And you just see this dude standing there with the flower pot. He has the flower pot. And he's standing there. He's maybe like up to your like his hat is at least up to like mid-thigh. And he just like looks up at you and he goes, "Hello.
Good morning to ya. Nope, that's
Thomas?
leprechauns.
Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?"
I'm the new person. My name is Silas. Nice to meet you.
"Hi."
Hi, I like your flowers. Are
Thank
those
you.
poinsettias?
"Yeah,
Very beautiful.
thank you. They're my
He's so
self-help
shy, it's
flowers."
They do say flowers are good for the soul.
"Yeah,
Good calming. They're supposed to have some sort of bacteria that makes us happy.
I like dirt."
I'm glad. It's very important.
Uh-huh.
I like dirt.
I'm gonna go now. And he just like waddles past you and like leaves.
Aw.
None of that if you needed help grabbing a book. My bad.
Aw.
Nope, he just leaves. All right.
I don't think I got his name either. Oops.
Nope. He didn't. You have to go find him. You must go find him now.
He seemed uncomfortable. I will not pursue the short man.
And so he waddled away
Waddle, waddle.
till the very next day. There you go. He can just go down here for now. He'll be a reminder of us all. But anyhow, sorry, I'm still
Oh boy, do
laughing
I have
about
a
the
meme for
mimic.
the chat.
I just keep thinking back to that one guy, just being like, I like dirt. It has literally broken me. I've been trying so hard to hold it together. I'm sobbing so disgustingly. Oh, it just keeps like on repeat in my head. Like I'm so scared for my phone to go off, and it's just that. I like dirt. This poor man. But anyway, so oh Jesus. So anyhow. Whew. Anyways, so outside of hearing the door close, Sanchi,
Yes.
and honestly you heard at least Silas's side of the conversation. And here is. And at that point, Silas, Sanchi, y'all are looking for self-help books and you find it all. You find everything you need for the most part. What world politics are you looking for, Sanchi?
Specifically my country.
Ooh.
I figure if I'm gonna work for the man, I should know something about the man.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you
I'm
find-
sure there's like ethical atrocities that our country's committed, and like I'm just looking for history
Uh-huh.
Oh,
that
if they
might be
purchased-
tied to this particular branch of government, whatever that may be.
Ooh, yeah, so you find a lot of like older versions along with like a newer version of like the stereotypical like training like prepping for the SAT books or like additional just like almost encyclopedia like knowledge or even like old versions of like a school textbook. You find a bunch of those on like some older classes that they used to carry here back in like the far back times, like almost near the almost beginning of like this whole branch's like ordeal. So if you want to go like through the history, you most certainly can.
Incidentally, did they tell us what branch of like what's the organization that we're working for called? Did they tell us that?
You're in base 2 is
No,
all they've
but
said.
That's okay, but is there like a note on the library that's like National Egg Library or something like that?
No, so this will mainly just say like it'll just say like egg military.
Egg military. Okay, so we're part of the egg military.
Yeah.
And base 2.
Just in general.
No
Yeah.
like branch designation, not like egg military, Navy or Army or
No,
or
it's just like a umbrella term of it. They have it
Skillet.
all umbrellaed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the egg military, and then you guys are listed as base 2.
Well, I guess I'm looking for references to base 2 in my study guide.
There you go. Get for it. And you find like a whole book on like there's just like an old book that's like the history of base 2, and then it gives like a year date, and then you see there's several iterations of that, and then there's like volume 2, volume 3, and so they got like their whole history just like chilling.
Well, the more modern, the better. I'd
Cool,
like to
so
know
you
the
grab the
people I'm
most-
working for.
Yeah, so you pull up the most recent one, and it kind of just gives you notice. Could you roll a history check for me?
Yeah. History.
That's really good. So you notice immediately, as you're reading the first page, you somehow are able to like gleam, though you tried ignoring it, you're realizing that RQ fully read pretty much a huge chunk of this book to you guys. Like the whole introduction to the building and how it's broken down, and just overall like explaining what each room does and everything that you guys learned on your tour and the whole introduction to the building, which is probably like 40 pages. He all said to you guys verbatim as you're like flipping through the pages, like you're almost having deja vu as you're reading it, and you're like, why does he know this?
Can I check if he's the author of the book?
You look and he is not. There's just like no, like the most it says is like scribed by, like it'll have like the edit dates, like how any old like history book would. It's like edited by and published through and it just has like all of the usual like listings.
I guess I'll check this out.
Confidential. Yeah. So you like look to see if anyone's at the counter to like check it out, and then you just notice there's just like a self scan.
Oh, great. Well, I got more to get, I'll come back.
Yeah. Yep. So you're good. Silith, what book are you grabbing?
Anything that would help with my wisdom skill realistically. So like spirituality, things on ki, things on whatever, life energy, that sort of stuff.
Right. And can you roll a I guess that'd be like an investigation as you're like looking through the shelves.
Let's go.
Ah.
Boy.
Ooh, all right. Look again. You don't see anything that you notice at first. You notice all of them are just talking about chicken noodle soup for some reason. You must be in the wrong section.
Chicken noodle soup for this all? I didn't pick the right one.
Well, you've done your
Noodle
best.
soup
The
was
bad rules
all
out now.
great.
You've somehow gone to like you notice all the books are really goofy. And you even find one called like the Excellent Life Hacks, Crack the Code to a Better You. And you're like, is this even real? So you do find that. But you could roll one more investigation to see if you find any books that you are looking for. I believe in you.
Bad rolls out of the way. Let's go. There we go.
Woo! You do end up finding one that is called the Shell of Success, breaking through to a better life through meditation.
I'll grab that and go check out, and then go chill
Yep.
on my bed and read that, and
All right.
try and incorporate it into my normal meditation rituals.
Okay. Okay. So you're going back to the bedroom after you check it out, and you see Sanchi still kind of like filing through everything. Are you gonna wait for her, or are you going to just kind of like skedaddle once you find your book?
I'll go through self-scan and kind of give like a wave goodbye.
Sanchi, do you notice?
Oh yeah, I wave back with my wing.
Alrighty.
I like a primer on.
Actually, I forgot there's a question I want to ask Sanchi, so I'll walk out, immediately realize that, and go back in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
Sanchi,
okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do wings feel like?
Imagine you had 4 hands, right? And 2 of your hands are like really fucking wide. And they're
Like-
so wide that you like, and also they're like, the fingers start, they go through the entire wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like really short, but then you like flap them and you just lift off. Here, flap your hands right now. It'll be very similar.
So I start flapping my hands like this?
Yeah, now imagine every time you do that motion. It's like you're swimming or something, right? There's a lot of resistance to just moving your hands like that.
Are they... The movement's the same as with normal arms, like not too much difference?
I mean, like, a little different. Can't lie to you, it's not quite the same feeling, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And then she'll go skedaddle on her way.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Sanchi, anything else you're looking for?
Maybe like a primer on the political structures, how the government is organized, who's in charge
Yeah.
of who.
You find more so like a basics of like egg government book,
Mhm.
like basic government stuff that if you wanted to pull that out.
Yeah, that'd help. Something that like tells me, are we still a monarchy? Who
Yeah.
writes the laws? Who's the executive?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are... Yeah.
Yeah, it has like it's there for the most part. Like not in like who's our like secretary of himmy, but it has like the generic of here's the structure of eggs governing system at the time.
Okay, I'll take it.
It is fairly recent, so pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, where would you like to go?
Well, it seems Silith left me, so maybe drop these off at my room and go to the gym.
Alrighty, we'll take you to the gym. We'll say you do a quick little like toss, look at your little stuff, and be like, "Cool beans." They went through it and moving on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna quickly go on over to Stakeen. You're
Mhm.
outside and you see like, it's still kind of just like midday-ish. You hear all the sounds and there's still people outside kind of like wandering around doing whatever they do on like a, front area, probably guarding it of sorts, watching
Okay.
as some people come back, some people leave. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Oh, yes, of course. Let's see. Character sheet. Scrolling down. Not persuasion.
Alrighty, fantastic. You don't notice anything as of yet. What you doing out here?
Okay, so... Oh, wonderful. I don't notice anything yet. Okay, so... I am... Well, Stakeen is... Is there actual grass outside? Or
Not
is
in
it
this.
literally like the picture?
It's literally like the picture. It's the closest thing to grass you're gonna get right now.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So he goes and he's just staring at the building and sizing it up
Mm-hmm.
before turning around and looking at all the people. He just kind of looks at them. He goes to find a bench just to
Yeah.
sit.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to just kind of people watch for a little bit. And he does genuinely want to enjoy just being outside of a building
Mm-hmm.
and bars.
And as you're just sitting there and just taking in the fresh air and the sounds of the city, and like it's oddly still quiet, but just like that nice little like ambience of like meep, meep, what you doing? And just like whatever. And you almost get lost in it and just like kind of like at peace. You just feel your head clear and like you're just a normal person on a bench until you just feel like this weird, like you finally just hear like this clanking next to you, and it like startles you because it's been 5-10 minutes that you've been just sitting there, and you see a very familiar face now to everybody's dismay, and he just like looks up at you and he's just like, your uniform looks new. And he still has his flowers, no worries.
Damn. Okay.
He's not popping up on the
New.
screen.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for many years. There you go, Sanchi. You're not
long?
actually there, but you can
Thank
now
you.
see. You're welcome. For the stream. How new are you?
I guess technically I haven't started yet.
Ah.
Any advice for a new recruit? And Stakin is just at this point trying to make small talk, but also trying to get him to leave.
And he just kind of looks, he goes, I don't have advice. As he like sets his pot down next to him and he like waddles back down, though he's literally been up there for 30 seconds. And he like grabs his little pot of flowers and he goes,
So you're just gonna come sit for 5 seconds and leave?
yeah. I'm scared someone's gonna find me.
Who would be looking for you?
I found someone in the aisles in the library.
What? But isn't that what a library is? Or why would someone be looking for you?
I don't know. And he just like shrugs his shoulders.
What?
He's like,
Can I...
Huh?
Oh god, what do I want to do? Can I... I don't even know what I want to look into this. Stein is very confused about what to make with this ceramic-looking man.
As he just still looking at you with that exact face and holding his pot of flowers.
Has anyone ever told you that your eyes look right through them?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess if you're still here, what kind of missions have you been sent out to do?
Oh. I'm on Team 14.
What does that mean?
Well, our name is Checklist, but I do bookkeeping mostly.
I see, so that could be why you're so shy. And awkward.
He just looks at you and doesn't say anything.
Do your arms move by chance?
Well, I got off the stool.
They look rather stiff.
Oh, I should go to my chiropractor. As he just walks away. And he's gone.
Odd little man. I wonder if they're all kind of like that.
And you just see like one of the guards, and you look over and you just have a feeling he just watched that whole interaction as he's just like standing there with his like weapon. He's just like looking.
And I shout over to the guard, "Do you know him?"
No. I'm new here.
Oh god, everyone's new here.
You and me
Sorta.
both.
Uh-huh.
And Stakeen just kind of sits back and looks up at the whatever the heck the sky is.
Yeah. Nope, it's normal-ish sky. It's like 3 p.m. or something. Oh no, it's in the evening, I think. So the sun's like going down. It probably does look similar to this at this point. So, yeah, no, it's kind of chill.
And he just kind of puts his head. He stretches out a bit.
Mhm.
Like, basically, he's. How do I want to do this? He's like slouching with his hands behind his head, and
Mhm.
his hands are kind of touching the top of the bench while his
Yeah.
legs are all the way outstretched. And he's just kind of looking at the sky and he goes, "Oh, leader. What the fuck?"
Oh.
And he just kind of sits there for a little bit and
Yeah.
takes it all in.
That's fair. That's
Damn
fair.
it.
All right, weight room boys. As you go running into the weight room, Lyric, you just like, I don't know, did you run there? I should first ask.
Lyric is just Lyric took his time. He basically is just enjoying the fact that he's not in the prison right now.
Okay. Well, as you're like walking in that direction, can you make a perception check for me?
Oh yay! Oh yay!
Oh no!
Oh no! This could go very wrong. This could go very wrong. Just not noticing him.
It does
If it
go
is him.
slightly wrong for you. Because as like you're just walking, you're just like listening around you, but not like tentatively listening. You're just like, wow, this is a new building with new sounds. And you're not noticing the quick like thumping that is coming behind you. As just like on both shoulders, you're just like whacked almost double, like you know those really dramatic like TikTok videos where they're always like, oh, making fun of K-dramas when they get shot, and it's like everyone's like dun, and like the ones are always just like really dramatic when they get shot. That's literally you with the shoulders, just the dun, and then you fall down with the, like the sad music. No, it's just like you getting like double shoulder checked at the same time as you just see Wade and Connor bolting for the workout room. As you could like discern from the 4 milliseconds you saw them, they're racing. They're trying to see who could get there first for whatever reason, you don't know. And they're just running and bolting to the room, and they come flying into the room before even you could even like see the door open. You almost think they break the glass on the door, that like the doors. And as you're just like waddling and just meandering into the room, you see, besides both of them working out, of course, you see a small, familiar little man in the room as well. And he's on one of these little, he'll be on the treadmill. We'll throw him on the treadmill. And you see he's just like walking.
I just imagine like Dexter's Laboratory knowing.
He's just like walking on the treadmill. And you see his little flower pot still in his hands. And he's just like walking as Wade and Connor are also both now just like fully working out and just doing like whatever workout equipment they want to grab. And Connor's doing a lot of weights, and Wade's just doing like the weird little like arm crunchy praying hand things that I don't ever remember what it's called, but it looks painful. At least to me after my current trauma of shoulder problems / back problems. But so they're working out and they're like in the zone, and they have like music playing of some variety. Here, let's find out together, shall we?
You know what it should be? Disturbed, because it's the greatest band in the world, man.
Man!
We had to bring it in. We do it every single new game.
Every single stream.
I don't know what
Meh.
this is. I can't
It's
have them
okay.
listening to this. This seems bad.
Oh boy. I mean, it is
Oh,
those
no.
two. It's probably like,
Tiptoe
Somebody-
through the tulips.
la la la, my ding ding
No.
dong.
So I decided to just do a random song generator.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
And what was given to me, I feel wrong doing it. I feel very wrong. Let's put this in session chat. And I've never heard of the song before, but I'm good. I just don't want to do this right now. So, regardless, unless you have to like normal
Los
workout
brincos.
music. I don't know.
Mayhor, I try to find. Eye of the tiger.
They gave me a
Ah.
YouTube video. It's not a good song for the
10
seconds I
brincos.
for the 10 seconds I did listen to it just to see.
Fuck, they all look like a mixture of Elvis and
Like
and my grandfather probably.
Probably.
exactly
Yeah,
why I didn't have
Zero,
the
you
gall.
get it.
I didn't have the gall to say this is what they're listening to, but I digress. They're listening to the Eye of the Tiger. Why not? That's definitely more accurate than Major by
Mayhor.
by Los
Los
Brincos.
brincos.
I guess. Whatever.
Gringo.
You know it. This is how you know. Freaking was a piss must have been incorrect for my family heritage. Clearly, because for the longest time we thought we were Native American, and then it came back for my cousin that we're Mexican apparently.
What? What?
Yeah. So apparently I'm
What?
supposed to be like hard Mexican, and I am no.
No. Oh no.
Clearly
I mean,
not.
you can if you want to be, but
No, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We were last I knew, but like.
I'm no longer the whitest Mexican. Yeah.
There you go, buddy. But
saying a
anyhow, you see the brilliant No Man working out, and you also see Wade and Connor. What do you do?
I immediately completely forget everything I've ever known in my life, and I walk over to this tiny little man.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be rude, son. I'll let you get back to what you're doing. Lyric just puts his hand up to his chinny chin chin like he's Sherlock Holmes trying to figure out a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start the treadmill?
It was already going.
Oh, that's irresponsible. Who left it on?
I don't know.
By the way, got a question for you. You are way too interesting in upon first meeting. What is your name?
Oh, my name?
Yeah, your name. That is, what is your name? Your name?
No, that's a movie. But
Good, damn good one.
very
Teardrop.
good. Most sad.
My name's Norman.
Norman, huh? Well,
Norman
good to meet
Puddle.
you, Norman. Did you say puddle or cuddle?
Puddle.
Norman Puddle. All right.
Mhm. Gorman. Puddle.
Groman Puddle. Okay.
No,
Wait,
it's
hold on.
Norman. The G silent.
Backspace. Say you spell it out, and lyric immediately just like, yes, I totally understand what you're saying right now. Oh, G.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like starts to like have a slight nervous sweat because he doesn't want to be rude to this tiny little hot man.
As he's just like he's walking sideways as he looks at you because he's fully looking at you like this.
He's just like doing the Saitama side shimmy while
Yes. Yes, he is.
Lyric no longer feels the stress of not knowing how to spell what was just spelled out for him. He is now just so amazed by what he is seeing.
Yeah, that's fair.
How are you doing that with your legs?
I'm walking with them.
But you're doing it so perfectly sideways with, this is not the most surprising thing that's happened to me this week. Sorry, I don't know. I
I'm a
hope we
good
meet
listener.
again. Why do I suddenly feel very seen?
You should feel heard.
What was that?
Nothing.
What was that? What is that? Sorry. It comes to trees. They're just kind of like moves himself down, not like scratches down, but kind of sits Indian style in front of this treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look like I need to talk?
Your mouth's moving.
Well, I'm awake, so that's bound to happen if I'm awake. I'm a bit of a how do I like to talk. When people talk, they say something funny, or they just say something important and maybe a little bit clever. How did you do that? I came in here to work out, and now I'm sitting here talking to you.
I don't know.
Wait. Are you, like, watching us? Are you watching those two? He points at Wade and, Connor.
And he turns his whole body to look at them. And then turns back around to you. Like a full, almost 360. And he's like, am I supposed to watch them?
I'm not gonna lie to you, little buddy. I have no idea what you're supposed to do. I barely know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm going to go home. And he just slowly weasels off the treadmill and lands on the ground and just walks out.
Goodbye, Norman.
And he just
Goodbye,
leaves.
Mr. Puddles.
He doesn't even address you. He just walks away and moves on.
For some reason, I feel back at home with my old roommate. Cellmate.
And you just see Wade look up. He's like, who were you talking to, man?
What? You didn't see the you didn't see the little gnome guy that was just standing there?
I did. Did you know him?
I mean, I
He
know him
slaps
now.
his knee. You gnomed him?
I gnomed him.
Huh.
Gnomed him?
You known him? Huh? Wait, just starts
I'm laughing. Lyric is not laughing. Lyric does not understand what's happening. Lyric looks at Connor. What is happening here?
And Connor just puts the little bar up because he's just doing the chesty thing. Clearly, I work out. And he puts up the little bar with the weights on it, and he just leans up and he goes, "There was someone else in here?" And Wade's like, "Yes, The gnome. Lyric gnomed him.
What does that mean?
And Connor
mean-
just like sighs and he's like, you can't be saying that to people, Wade. You can't. And he's like, oh, okay.
Would it be like if I called Wade a fish or something?
Worse, but close. Anyhow,
Oh shit.
how are you handling all of this?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I mean, do you mean like a whole situation here with the jobs and
Yeah,
not in prison?
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel the same as I did in prison. I don't really feel like I'm being held captive because, I don't know, I'm just another expression of free. I get to do a little more. I don't have to deal with Tasha's bullshit. And it's pretty enjoyable not watching you pointing at Wade get your shit kicked in every other week.
Wade just shrugs. Gonna get muscle here, as he just like flexes and gets back to working out. And then Connor is just like, I don't know, that whole conversation that she kept talking about, like that he's already assigned on a team and is all good. What do you think's happening in Team 18?
Do you really think I know anything about that kind of stuff? Hell, I mostly hang around Spears, and I didn't get him to talk for, I guess, almost 2 years.
Means you'd have a different perspective than the rest of us.
My perspective is, let's see. Well, most people just say it doesn't really make sense to them. I care about what happens today, and that's it. And as far as I'm concerned, if Tasha's not here, that just means we don't have to deal with him anymore. And when we do, I'll be happy about it. And if we do, you guys, and he like points at both of them with the 2 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I will not hear any more bullshit about, oh, what to do, it's on my own. Shut up. Just like he actually gets really snippy about it. It's like you 2 wanted to have all the goddamn fun, and you know it's bad enough that you 2 are the only 2 having fun in the prison at all.
And Wade just gets like real bashful, and he's like, well, and he just goes back to working out, and Connor is just like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna bite us in the ass, honestly. And he gets back down and just goes right back to the bar with the weights on it. And does his more little arm uppies. So, anyhow.
There takes a moment really quick. By the way, speaking of past bullshit, we haven't really had a chance to talk about it, so I just want to apologize for the way I acted. I don't know if I'm the reason you ended up in this position or not, but that night was the reason I ended up here. So if the story is the same for you, sorry drunk me couldn't handle how hot you were. And Connor, I hope
that was
that
you.
doesn't...
And Wade like
shit,
stops
you
working.
didn't
He's like,
know?
that was you. Well, I just thought you were another one of my fans. But no, that's not why I was arrested.
Well, that's good. My conscience is clear. And Connor, I hope what I just said doesn't make anything weird. I've always thought you were pretty cool.
Oh, he doesn't care. But like Wade's like, nah, he don't mind. No, I got arrested finally for like illegal fighting and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. Anyhow, and he just gets back to full blown working out, and then he like goes and gets on one of the little bikes and does a little bike stuff. and they just chilling. So
Lyric just joins in, just hops on a different piece of equipment and starts working out his legs.
alrighty. And all of you then, slowly but surely, go back to the rec room as it like gets later, or you could go to the cafeteria and eat, shower, do whatever. What would you guys like to do after that activity?
Shower.
Stackeen's gonna eat.
All right. How many people are wanting to eat?
Is my workout finished? I would eat.
Yeah.
Silas not gonna skip meals.
All right.
Absolutely not.
All right. So Lyric will say that you go ahead, take a shower, and then you're like, yo, starved. And then you all
Absolutely.
all of you, so I don't know why I'm trying to separate y'all again. Teehee. Go to the cafeteria. Excuse me. They go to the cafeteria. There we go. I was like, excuse me. And at this
Well, this
point,
is
you
way
know
better.
that like there's a few more people in here since it's getting later in the evening. Like you see some people like filing in and whatnot, and you notice a. Well, actually, no. None of y'all notice anything yet. Roll a perception.
It's on. Role
I
play.
notice everything.
I noticed more.
Oh, I got really excited. I thought I was the 21. No, it makes sense. It still makes perfect sense.
Yep. So Silith and Sanchi for sure. The gals.
That's
you
us.
you both noticed that like there's just like a big group of like a dude like sitting on a table like talking to a bunch of other people. And they're just like kind of being loud and rambunctious. But other than that, you see some like other just like a good collection of folk. Like it's a very diverse room of just like everyone kind of chit-chatting and like talking. Like you overhear several conversations about like the weekend and all of that.
Do they seem,
But you hear like I'm sorry.
do they seem friendly or do they seem like roided up?
The big group that's talking.
Yeah.
They seem pretty friendly. There's one guy that's like really like kind of loudly talking and talking to all the other ones, and they seem like really close. And overall, they give a friendly vibe.
Gotcha.
And you guys make eye contact with this person. So
I don't look away.
he doesn't either.
I'll smile and give a small wave.
Eddie points over and he's like, "Y'all must be the new recruits. Welcome to base 2. Woo!" And he's just like shouting. And everyone's like looking over and they're just like, "No." Like everyone else in the room is just like outside of that group that's not cheering, which is like his small little like unit of people around him. Everyone else is just like, "We're having to come back to work. Why are you talking?" And I'll say, like, Stakin, you noticed when you were sitting, and maybe this even brought you in, you noticed like the tram come in and like a huge chunk of people come in with it. And so you were like, I'll just like weasel myself in here and go to the cafeteria. And like,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be out here with all them talking. And so then you end up still finding where they all are anyways. And so he's like, "Come on over after you get your food." And he's like hustling you all to come on over and talk to him if you
I'll
so
go over.
inclined.
I will too.
I will.
Let's just get our food first.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you all walk up to the like counter and you notice there's just like a very android-like woman standing there, and she's like, "Pass, please."
I ask if she's dreamed of any electric sheep and I give her my pass.
When did we get a pass?
"What is a dream?" And then
Well,
she
that answers
scans.
that.
I don't know.
And she scans it and she goes, "Thank you."
No,
And then
thank
they
you.
had like they're like, "Please wait at station 2." And
Okay.
you walk on down to station 2, and then there's another lady that like hands you your tray and she goes, "Have your pre-portioned meal." And then the little like window closes and she turns and walks on off.
So what's
And you
for-
all go through that process.
We're supposed to have specialized diet foods. Are any of our foods extra weird or anything like that?
You guys do notice as you all get your food and you're like walking over to essentially what is deemingly be the cool kids table. You notice that all of your guys' meals are like outrageously balanced, like to the point where they're giving you half grapes.
Oh.
In like it is abnormally like specific. But nothing
precise?
like too crazy.
Are there any desserts on the plate? Or
You
anything
have
like that?
3 half grapes.
That's a dessert? Oh boy.
Yep. With
I-
like a dollop of yogurt on it. Like,
Can owls have grapes? Am I being murdered?
I think that's
Probably.
more so for size comparison.
can owls have grapes?
I feel like the answer is yes, depending on the species.
I feel like it's
Oh,
no.
can owls
Like-
eat fruits? Yes, owls are exclusively carnivores because wait, can
Wait a
owls eat
second.
fruit? Yes, owls are exclusively carnivores because they only eat meat. There are many different species of owls who live all over the world. These birds, sometimes known as bird,
That does
yeah,
not answer your
that doesn't
question.
answer my question about
Well,
grapes.
You're reading
I
the
know
new
you're waiting-
AI
Yeah.
generated.
Oh, they're entirely carnivores.
I was
Yeah.
saying no
Good
for
ol'
dogs.
AI.
The reason why they say no is because the seeds have cyanide in them, and because they're a lot smaller, that cyanide can build up faster.
Yeah.
Saying
Mhm.
Sanchi's mostly person size, I would assume
So-
it would be safe.
They
That's a
say
good
fruits
guess.
such as seedless grapes, mashed potatoes, raisins, and apples, pips taken out, are all edible for the birds. Potatoes are a favorite with garden birds. Roasted or mashed, the birds love them.
That's true.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Can I feed an owl? I'm about to go on. What owl? What? What do owls like to drink? They drink water.
Blood of their enemy.
They're not like
Pepsi.
going
The
to the
blood of
bar
their
being like,
enemy.
give me the like gin and
Blood
tonic.
of crows.
Like what?
Pepsi for me.
Are there any fruits that are poisonous? Containing seeds such as apple and pears, and pits such as cherries, apricots, peaches, nectarines, and plums. Should
Oh,
not be
hey, I
offered to
literally
birds.
just looked that up today.
Yep. Should without removing the seeds and pits first. Yeah. Are grapes safe for squirrels? Apparently they are.
0. How to poison your enemy, the squirrel.
No, they are allowed to eat
Yes.
grapes, apparently.
How to
What's the
Amazing.
most
make your
toxic?
enemy love you.
You can't have avocados, though. That's for damn sure. Or caffeine, chocolate, onions and garlic,
Rice.
salt and fat, fruit pits and apple seeds, and xylitol. You can I
Uh-huh.
hate that I do how to say that one correctly, but the vegan.
It makes you feel better. Most dog owners know how to say that correctly too.
right.
Xylitol is now being marketed as birch sugar instead, and is extremely
Yeah.
toxic to dogs.
Yep.
Oh,
True
yes.
facts. But anyhow, I digress. Sanchi is not a dog, for
I
she is
can
a
eat
bird.
these.
Yep, you
She's a
can.
bird.
This is
So you
xylitol.
all have like your own like catered meal of sorts, and it's nothing like outlandishly crazy. I will say, like they're all just portioned like meats, vegetables, fruit of the variety with a little bit of sweetness. And you all walk over, and he's like, "Welcome, new recruits. Get the royal tour yet from RQ? I'm sorry, Commander Rylan Quantum." As they all like cackle at the ridiculousness of it.
How old
He's
are
like,
they?
"I forget that." They're like in their like late 20s, early 30s.
So you think he's cute? So you want to fuck him too? I see. Clear just says it straight out.
And they all just start laughing, and they're like, "I forget that when you're new, they make you like call him that until you like prove yourself or whatever." It's wild, isn't it?
So wild.
Wild.
So do you?
Me? No, never. I never did.
How long have you guys been here?
10 years? Like last
Do you
week,
guys
I think?
prisoners too?
No.
Is that?
I was.
Are a lot
Huh?
of people? Are a lot of people here for 10 years plus? Are you seniors or?
Well, I've worked my way up to Team 13. I'm Leo, by the way. But
Leo. I'm a Virgo.
what's your guys' names? Nice. But what's your guys' names? I know you're the new ones. That's about it.
Well, I'm called Sanchi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Silith.
Nice to meet you, Silith. Tall one.
That's
I
not
guess
me.
that would be me. And Stacking is just kind of looking at Lyric.
What?
Whichever
Isn't Lyric
Down
short-
at Lyric.
Isn't Lyric shorter than Stocking?
That's
The
yes.
joke.
Yes.
Oh,
You?
Ah, 0. I'm stuck.
Yeah. And then, cool guy, cool hair. What's your name?
Doesn't that just stick
looks
again?
back. Yeah, Lyric looks at Stocking, and then just imagines things stacking up on his head.
What?
God.
It's a flat top. And it's Lyric.
Nice, nice.
No, that's
nice
fair.
to meet all of you. Exciting, exciting. Fun. So you all are the Team 17 people? Eclipse, or I think is what they called you in the documents. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Wait, we have
Ah.
a cool name like Eclipse.
Yeah, so each team always has like a code name, I guess, because, you know, we're cool here. But yeah, no. Team 13's Dark Side, and then Team 17, I believe, was Eclipse in the announcement that they put out when they were like,
Are these all moon
Guilty.
related?
hmm?
Are these all moon related?
No, 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 no. So Team 10's like Light Switch. Team 11's Compress. 12 is Fishnet. 13
Hold
Dark
on,
Side.
hold on.
14 Chesslicks. Or Checklist.
Yes.
Netflix.
Eh. No, but Team 15's
That's very
T-Novel.
much a Lyric one.
Team 16's Julian. And then Team 17's you guys. And then Team 18's Carton.
Have that written down. Can I have it to copy into my notes? You're going too fast.
I can send it to you, yeah,
Okay.
at some point. But yeah, no, that's all the like code names and stuff.
Do they each do different tasks?
Yeah.
Can you
What does your group do?
elaborate?
Ah, so Team 13. You guys haven't had any classes yet. I
No.
guess I could tell you, cause like we're working for you guys, well, with you guys, I should say. Like, and he's like pondering if he's allowed to say it. It's like, well, you don't know what my job is or what I'm working on, so it should be okay. Yeah, no. So essentially, Team 13 Darkside does undercover agent stuff.
Elaborate more,
normal?
please.
Yeah, that's what our whole like task, like our whole team does.
Any fun personas you've had? That you're allowed to talk about, of course.
I had to be someone's boyfriend once to like break up this whole like drug ring and stuff. It was crazy.
Oh, I've done something similar.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I've been around in Florentine, and you know, disguises are good. So
Ever had to kill someone to get them out of a conflict? Out to get them untrapped?
that's not my team.
Oh, well, that's never mind then. I guess we have less in common than they thought.
Nah, I just do undercover agent.
I
I'm
mean,
on the one I'm on the side that's actually in the field though, not the ones that are
mean-
like behind the desk finding a bunch of information that help us also.
Gotcha.
In turn, then help you.
Different
my
agencies, I guess.
Yeah. No, you're looking for a different team that I'm not allowed to explain which team does that kind of stuff. But I digress.
Sorry, I think you might have misunderstood me, but that's fine.
He just like looks ponderingly. He's like, "How so?"
No, it's not important.
Ah, fair. But anyhow, how you guys liking it all? Food treating you well?
Seems bland, if I do say so.
Yeah, they don't do much on seasoning, but nutrition. Fair. Yeah, no, it took me a while to get used to it also, but I also have like... Well, do I? No, I don't really go there anymore. Every now and then I have food outside of this place, but...
If you could be on any other team, which one would it be?
I'm kind of really good at, like, my current job, honestly,
no, but if it
but...
had to be a different one.
I think Team 12 would be another good one to go to.
What did
But
you say they were called again?
Fishnet.
Fishnet, oh.
What does
What
Team
are
18
classes
do? What does Team... sorry, I just swallowed. What does Team 18 do?
18.
Yeah, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Team Carton.
Bitches.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm got no idea. I don't work with them.
So
No.
why Team 12?
We work closely together with them every now and then. They seem pretty cool.
Oh, I have an excellent question for you. Do you know who Nomi is? Or, Norman Puddle?
Oh, you found Genome. He's cool.
Genome?
Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean,
He's
I
on
have
Team
to agree
14.
with you.
Team
He's
14,
very,
Genome.
he seems like a not real thing. I don't know how to explain that little dude. I just had to make sure he is real.
Yeah, no, he's wild. He's a good one. He's a bookkeeper dude. He does most of the library stuff, but then once people enter the library, he gets scared. So he just like wanders around for a bit, and then he finds his way back to the library.
I ran into him and he was not very social. It ran off very, very quick.
Correct. That's why we got the self-checkout ones. He was supposed
He
to be like...
awkwardly talked to me. You got lucky.
I'd like to socialize. I would have loved to know more.
He says he likes to listen.
He does.
Well, he did not seem very social when I ran into him.
Nah, it takes a long time. You gotta like catch him in the library and make sure he doesn't have a way to get out, and then he'll talk to you.
Well, that sounds quite rude. I do not make a habit of trapping people.
Oh no, you're not trapping him. You're just being imposing enough to where he doesn't move.
Okay then. I guess we call
What things are you guys doing to him?
Oh no, like we'll just like he's always in like, because we have all the like health books near the garden books, and so he's always back there because he's learning about like his flowers and stuff because he has like a little garden in his room, and like totally he'll like his wife and him have like a whole little garden. It's crazy. It's really cute. He hosted a cookout once, but like ultimately no, like he's always in there in those aisles because I'm a bit bigger. Sorry, I'm muscular. I've been training. And so naturally, I just stand in the aisle so he doesn't have enough room to get out. And then that's how I talk to him.
I was gonna say, he did not like to talk to me about his flowers.
You guys seem so pushy. All I had to do was walk up to him and I just kind of sat down and he talked to me while walking on the treadmill like a... Have you ever seen someone walk sideways on a treadmill and keep up with it? Like, he wasn't even like going up and down. He was just moving sideways, somehow floating there, like on his feet. And at one point, he did like a 360 thing.
It's great for your adductor and abductors, the thigh muscles. Very good for hip mobility.
He didn't even seem all that bothered. I mean, he when he left, he left. He didn't say anything.
I mean, he was a quick little dude, so it makes sense.
How is he that fast?
Probably lots of practicing on the treadmill.
He's been here for like ever. Since I've been here, at least, he was here. And even then, he was tenured. He knows the library like the back of his hand, though.
Do you get the feeling when he looks at you, he's not looking at you, but kind of like
100%. Even at the cookout, he was that way. He still had his flower pot and was grilling the hot dogs.
so that's just something he does. He carries the pot.
I don't know why, but yeah.
I mean, they say dirt is supposed to be good for your emotional state, so maybe it's his anxiety plant, his support
Maybe.
plants? Emotional support plants, yes, I think that's the word for it.
Well, if you can't have a cat here, you might as well have, petunias. But
They don't talk back.
true. But nah, Genome's great.
I wanted to give him a gift. What type of gift should I give him?
He really likes like weird plants, like more new plants that he doesn't have. He's really into him, and his wife is really like they got a lot of plants inside, and then they have like a whole flower garden. It's crazy. It doesn't even look real, but
What's his
they also
wife
like really cool vases. That's another thing. He really likes vases too, to put all the weird plants in.
I'll keep an eye out, I guess, because I have a feeling I will be in the library quite a bit.
Yeah.
What's his
He's
wife
cool.
like?
Oh, she's just as awkward, honestly, at first.
What's her name?
She, like... Oh, her name? Oh, God.
What's she do?
Her name's Tilly. Tilly Puddle. She's... I think she's just stay at home, honestly. Like, because I know they have a son and stuff, too. So, like, I think she just takes care of him.
Can you tell us a little about the classes?
Oh, the classes. They're fun. Honestly, I enjoyed them. The teachers were all like, solidly good when I did them 10 years ago. Problem is I had strength training like right in the morning, and I'm definitely a nighttime workout guy. So that sucked.
I mean, it's supposed to be a good way to wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could just tell he's almost like you can almost see the war flashbacks in his head.
Oh no!
And he's like, it was different when I started. It wasn't as advanced as it is now, I should say. Now they have it really like technology. I hate to sound so old, but technology, man, it's completely different. They know exactly like what muscles and stuff you need to work on, where back in the day they're just like work your body to the ground, go for it. And I was young and youthful, so like why not, And so I did it. And I look good now. And as he like shrugs his shoulders, but ultimately, nah. It was wild times. But I also had a horrible teacher, so
I was
you
gonna
know.
say, are there any teachers we should look out for or not get on their bad side?
RQ.
Is that
Yeah,
who
he
you
seems to put
have?
up with a lot of our shenanigans.
Yeah, he's nowadays, but back in the day, brutal.
I feel like him
Brutal.
having a child might have made him soft.
Thank goodness.
I was gonna
Thank
say,
goodness.
I have yet to speak common to him.
I won't say anything. Continue to
weeks.
prank him. It's called karma in my eyes. That man was our strength training for a while. He had to take over the class because the original person, like, something happened. I don't even know. I don't remember who it was. Because we had him, like, out the gate, and he had to take over, and... Oh boy. I flipped him off day one, and let me tell you, my calves are much stronger for it now. But...
Lyric is suddenly remembering the first thing he did to argue.
it was a rough time, man. Sharp. That man is. What's even worse is, like, I can't even remember. Like, I think we're roughly the same age, and that man somehow is just like stone cold. Do not get on his bad side, because he will always win. Because then I was like, hey, if I beat you at something, like, well, guess what? Out like a light within seconds. The man is terrifying. That's Team 10 for you. They're always terrifying like that. But
Is all
right.
major
Yeah.
that terrifying?
Oh, Ilara.
Yeah, that.
Uh,
I mean, yes, her.
Major Ilara. I wouldn't say she's necessarily frightening. She's much more. Where RQ very much you could just tell by his presence that he is not someone you want to mess with. Uh, he on the other, she on the other hand is she's much better at hiding it. She took a lot more, from my understanding, stealth classes where he took a lot more of the physical training, and so she's a sneaky one. She's smarter than she looks and says and thinks, and
She already
just
seemed pretty
overall.
smart.
She's got a
Over.
poker face.
Is she strong?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Her and RQ go like toe to toe all the time. They're back and
Nice.
forth. They're very much like rivals, but yet like best friends. I don't know. For the longest time, I thought they were dating, but no, clearly not.
I mean, they say opposites attract.
Yeah, no. Alara's never been about,
Romance.
dating really. She's very like out there and like, I don't know. She's interesting.
She's platonic.
Not even. It's like she baits you, but then no one's
Not
brave enough
even?
to actually like to take the bait. I don't
Look
know.
at that lyric.
Lyric starts to walk back towards the hallway.
Like it's just no one ever takes it, you know? Like she baits you to take it, but then if you take it, she's gonna say no, so you don't. And it's just I don't
Lyric
know.
stops.
Like you just know, right? You just always know. And so she's elusive, I would say. Ilara the elusive. But no, she definitely she's sneaky.
We're supposed to spar with her every Sunday. Any tips for that?
Don't die. That's for sure. She's quick on her feet. Very quick. And from what I remember watching her and RQ go toe to toe, let's just say no surface is out of bounds for them.
Oh, so she hits in the balls.
Yes. Unfortunately. And they very much hurt. Speaking from
how the
experience. They still work apparently. But no.
Apparently. Do you have a child?
No.
Then what do you need to
Does
do?
he swallow?
No. I live a normal, healthy life with like a few ladies every now and then. But I digress. So regardless.
How'd you get into all of this?
I was really troubled younger. And so they got like sent to some school. And then ultimately I was just like, I get paid how much to do what? Yeah, sure. And so then I went through just a normal recruitment training class. I ended up passing all the stuff. And then, well, slowly worked my way up.
Oh yeah, how much do you get paid?
Oh. Well, I'm on a monthly at this point, but I think it's 50,000
Wow.
gold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that
It
just
makes sense
from...
up here.
Is that compared against, like... Is that the difference between 17 and 13?
I think the more dangerous team that you're on, because I mean, even people on my team don't get all paid that. Those who stay in house and don't really go out and like out in the field, as we call it, like they don't get as much. But if you go out in the field, then you are receiving a lot more.
I
Because
see.
I could like die any day.
Sure, that's
So.
what insurance is for, I guess. But yeah, hazard
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah. In short, our military is pretty well aware that money's a good incentive to stay good. And I can't complain.
I mean, some people would prefer to live, you know.
Well, yeah. It's probably why I'm retiring soon, but
Oh wow. Are you sure you want to just announce that out into the world?
yeah. No, it's
Okay.
fine. It's already been like a well-known like thing that I was probably going to retire like soon anyways. I have enough money and with what I do, I don't really like have a life outside of it, so I've paid my dues.
Hmm.
I mean, usually retirement is a celebration, so congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll miss you, even though I've only known you for half
It's
an
good.
hour.
You still got like 2 more years with me. So,
Oh, okay.
it's not anytime soon. They already put in all the paperwork and stuff though, so they're aware.
How long do
But
people usually stay here?
uh a while, honestly. Once you're here, you just kind of don't leave unless you like get promoted elsewhere, then you go. But I haven't seen
Regular
anyone.
Hotel California, if you ask me.
Kinda. But nah, it's just you get paid well, you get free food, free housing for the most part in the central part of the city. The work sucks, but clearly benefits are all covered. You can't get that in most places, so why not just stay here for a couple of years or rack up what you need to rack up for your savings and skedaddle.
Suppose that makes sense.
And I've done the dirty work, so I get to do it all early and, go off and do whatever else I want to do soon. But, I mean, I always try to give a formal notice, and I mean, that's how I wrote it up in the contract. So,
So, what do people do for entertainment on weekday nights? It seems like classes are very short.
yeah, so most people when I was in training and like even then like my training was Monday to Friday and then like I still had both days like to go quote unquote home. Well, that was before I was on this current team. Now that I'm on the current team that I'm on, I can't like just go home. I don't have a home to go to for obvious reasons, undercover. But anyhow, no, it's definitely after classes I usually studied is what I did. Honestly, I stayed on base. I didn't have anywhere to go anyways. So, studied, got to know people, and then just ultimately kind of got somewhere I wanted to get to and was like, cool beans, I guess I'll work towards that and did what I had to do. And then, moved on up. Or I guess
That
really got
does seem
assigned.
like how that would work.
Where was I assigned first? I don't think I was assigned in the bookkeeping, but
Hey, it sounds like a relatively boring place. At least the prison had what, talent shows once a month, something like that.
yeah. Well, you can like watch the news and stuff here, but I just never. And they have like all the like newest like stuff, so I mean, half the time you have the news before the actual news does. But no, for me, I was just like hung out with my classmates. Honestly, it wasn't anything too severe, but.
So if you had the news before the news did,
Mm-hmm.
would you know if this has anything to do with the egg gene that they're researching?
3GG.
Yes.
Mm. And he like kind of looks. And can you roll anyone that's staring at him? So I guess all of you. Could you all roll an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice, solid.
Not so
Everyone
much.
besides Silent.
The one time.
One time. All of you notice, especially you, Sanchi, all of you notice that you know he knows the answer, and he's like, don't know. Beats
But
me.
why? Lyric being
Part
who
of
he
me
is,
thinks you do know.
I think you do.
Mm.
You don't have a good poker face.
New recruits get better and better each day now, don't they? Listen. Even if it did, you all know what I'm gonna say.
Classified.
Thank
I
you,
don't. That's why I'm
Sanchi.
asking.
Well, I just told you so. Now you know.
What?
Never mind.
I know a lot about the gene and what happened with it and what they're looking
God?
for. But does it have anything to do with your current stuff? I'm not going to be the one to blow that whistle. And that is where
What
we're
whistle?
ending tonight's session.
Wait, but I had more questions for him.
Woo, guess you gotta wait till next time.
Notes on what you would ask.
Hey, it's the end of the session.
I'm just gonna leave the scene like this because I didn't want to switch to the next one and then have it not capture the audio. So go ahead.
Yeah, so we all will meet up again on our scheduled visit of the 17th of September, unless like something like catastrophic happens, which it won't because life is great and I'm alive and well, and I hope the rest of you are also alive and well. Streams we have tomorrow. We're doing more Dr. Decker because we are so close to finishing that game. It pains me.
Woohoo!
And I can't wait to like ask the same question 400 times just to be told I didn't capitalize an H. And then for streams, that covers that this week. And then we'll see you all tomorrow to tell you what we're doing on Monday. So, come ask like questions in the chat with like Dr.
Yeah.
Decker, or like, you know, send us all your favorite clips of tonight's stream, or let's just have a random poll because why not? What do you think we were talking about before the session? Because I can guarantee you
God.
will not guess it.
Yeah.
But
No, you will not.
everyone have a great night. We'll see you next time, and we get to start classes. Ooh, school starting. How
man.
exciting.
How appropriate.
I
True.
know.
How timely.
The perfect timing.
Let's take a look
It
at this
is.
art.
Good night.
Okay, well, as I was correct to where it's changing to the other art screen did not carry the voices over. Oh, bye everyone.